Hi guys, it's the Naked Nana. Welcome to my new idea. It's called Mindful Mondays. I'm going to do something groovy on Wednesdays and maybe self-care Saturday and Sundays as well. But today I'm going to do Mindful Mondays. So I thought I would share with you, I have lots and lots of books here with beautiful readings in them. And I have lots of little mindful activities. So I thought I might share them with you in case you were stuck in lockdown or worried about other people stuck in lockdown and trying to find some peace and serenity. I thought it might help. So today's activity, which we get from my mindfulness cards, is give yourself a gift. What kind of gift might it be? Generosity is such a beautiful thing. And while we're good at being generous with others, many of us are not so good at practicing it towards ourselves. So give yourself a small gift today. It could be the gift of silence. Ooh, silence. Or the gift of doing nothing. Just for a little while, even for 5 minutes, try the silence or the nothing. It could be the gift of time in nature. Sadly, if you're in lockdown, you can't get to nature. Maybe you could at least get to a pot plant, like we have here. Or you can look outside the window and focus on some nature out there. The joy of being absorbed in a game or a story. We can play games online these days, or we can play a game in person and do it on a Zoom meeting. Or the pleasure of eating a cookie. You know, take forever to eat the cookie. Take a really long time to savor every mouthful. Practicing generosity towards yourself. So not always frantically doing for others, but finding some time in your day to give to yourself. That might be as simple as even just lengthening your breath, lengthening the out breath, just breathing in slowly. Let's try it now. If we breathe out for longer than we breathe in, it's a signal to the parasympathetic nervous system to calm. So if we breathe in now to the count of, say, 2 to 4, 2, 3, 4, take a pause, and then as we breathe out to the count of 5 or 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, it helps us get a little calmer. So, what else have we learned today? Today we're going to learn about the Buddha from Thich Nhat Hanh. This is my Buddha reading today. I will read you a bit of the reading and then we will try and make sense of it, and then I'll let you get on with your day. So, the Buddha and all the groovy dudes he's training are standing by a riverbank one day when a piece of driftwood begins to float by. So he decides to use the driftwood floating out to the sea as a lesson for his trainees. So one of them asks, what does it mean to become lodged against the riverbank, or to sink, or to be moored on a sandbar? And the Buddha answers, to become lodged against the riverbank is to become entangled by the 6 senses and their objects. If you practice, you will not become entangled in feelings which result from contact between the senses and their objects. I think at the moment that would probably be if we get really into the 24-hour news cycle and we get wrapped up in everyone else's emotions and feelings and fears, we're getting entangled in those feelings. To sink means to become enslaved by desire and greed, which rob you of the strength needed to persevere in your practice. So sometimes we need to think, do we actually just have all we need and we don't need any more? Maybe we do have enough. Maybe the roof over our head is enough and we can stop there and just be okay with what we have and have some gratitude. And maybe we can share it. If we have a big house with empty rooms, maybe we can invite other people without secure housing to move in for a while, to move in for a bit longer than a while. Maybe we can share those gifts and that gratitude. To become moored on a sandbar means to worry about serving only your own desires, forever seeking advantages and prestige for yourself while forgetting the goal of enlightenment. So basically that's our ego, which, I have a really healthy dose of. So we need to concentrate on, are we doing things for others to create more good in the world? Or are we doing it so we can become, a star in some way? To be lifted from the water means to lose yourself in dispersion, loitering with people of poor character. My favourite kind. Instead of pursuing the practice. To be caught in a whirlpool means to be bound by the 5 categories of desire. Good food, sex, money, fame, all those things that probably don't bring you any inner happiness but feel kind of good at the time. To rot from the inside out means to live a life of false virtue, deceiving the Sangha or using the Dharma to serve your own desires. So, if we practice diligently to avoid these 6 traps, you will certainly attain enlightenment, just as that piece of driftwood will make it out to sea if it overcomes all obstacles. So right now we have a lot of obstacles in our path to our inner peace, but it can be found. So maybe today just think about yourself being that little bouncy piece of driftwood bouncing around, and maybe you can turn off that news cycle for a while or stop reacting to other things, and maybe we can be more accepting of all the people in our life who also feel like that piece of driftwood bumping around the joint, because we may not agree with everyone that we love and like, but that's okay. We can still be understanding of how it might feel right now, and we can help each other float our way out to sea and inner peace and enlightenment. And then you can all come over to Tassie and visit us. Okay. All right. Have a lovely Mindful Monday, and I will see you for some self-care on the weekend and next Monday for more mindfulness. Namaste.